Hello, good evening. Um, I'm so excited to do this. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because, like I said, I'm super excited. I have never purchased professional grade acrylic paints, and I finally got myself a set. Started with basic colors, and I want to put together a color chart because it's just a good thing to do to see, what colors I can mix up with this 6 tube set that I have. Also, these were not cheap. So I would like to make the most out of these that I can. And yeah, just see how far I can get with just 6 tubes. Technically, I think, I could be wrong, but I think black and white are shades or tint. Probably wrong on that. But okay, so 4 colors. I have, it looks like my camera's messing up quite a bit. I'm sorry if it is. Go ahead and say hi when you hop on here. I see some people are coming on. Good evening. I'm hoping I'm not messing up my camera too much. I tried putting things in a different area, so maybe I won't knock my camera onto my head this time, but we'll see. So I've got titanium white, carbon black, phthalo green, blue shade, phthalo blue, green shade, benzimidazole, what? Benzimidazolone, yellow, medium. Maybe we'll just call it benzy yellow, medium. And quinacridone magenta. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. The chart that I am attempting is actually a tint, tone, and shade. Because I don't think you can see it too well, but I've got all those squares. Hello, thanks for joining me. And then I have diagonal lines running through. Is my camera really blurry? Can you let me know if it is? Not the one on me, but the one on my table showing my chart. It seems like I'm messing it up somehow. So I'm getting distracted. Also, oh, look at these. Look at these paintbrushes. I bought some really big canvases, 30-inch by 40-inch canvases. I've never painted that big before, and I figured I need, that one's not so much for it, some bigger brushes. This is usually what I use. Not that size. And this is what I got. I'm super excited to get to use those sometime too. And this one is called a mop brush. Never used one. Thought I should get it though, just to try it out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started after I drop. And I'm just gonna start by first doing my squares on the outside. Oh, I'm so excited. These are nice. So what I'm using right now is Golden brand. I believe they're heavy bodied. Yeah, heavy body acrylics. So usually I use student grade acrylics, which are, really budget friendly. So this is super exciting for me. I know that's probably dorky, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. And I probably won't be on here, to do this whole thing. This is a whole lot of little sections to paint in. Lots of mixing. But my big hope is that I can use this kind of like a, would you say a recipe book? So that I know, I can look at my color chart and know that I can recreate a color very easily. Because I'm going to keep it consistent. All the colors that are coming down this section, I will mix 2 parts of these with 1 part of this. So if I come over here and I want to recreate this color, I know there's no color there, but I know that all I have to do is take 2 parts of what's here and 1 part of this, and I can recreate that. So, yeah. And I'm really curious to see how many different hues, I guess, that I can get out of these 6 tubes. And really, I'm guessing this is going to take quite a while, so maybe just fill in some and then, here with you guys, and then do the rest on my own time. Yeah, these are nice. Oh man. This is just on watercolor paper too. That's all I'm using. I don't want to say waste a canvas, but I just don't want to use a canvas for this. Someday maybe, but so I cannot see who you are that said hello. It says, I see you're coming in from Facebook. Thank you for joining me. I was wanting to come on here and talk a little bit about color theory, but I get overwhelmed. I start getting into color theory and my mind is just like, can't do it yet. I think part of it is because I'm usually not super focused. I'm listening to things about color theory so I can learn more. But while I'm also trying to do other things, so I can't totally focus on just that. So this is just like really basic color theory stuff here, just the mixing. I'm pretty sure you can get into like kind of like a psychology of colors as well, how our brains react and perceive colors. I love it's very pretty. Oh man, I may never go back to student grade ever again. And all I'm doing is painting squares right now. So I'm not telling anybody to, rush out and spend a fortune on higher grade paints. If you feel like you're ready for that, definitely. Because I think I kind of went from student grade right on up to some fairly expensive. I mean, there might be more expensive ones out there. All I did was shop at Michael's. So, I mean, their stock might be, I imagine, is probably somewhat limited. But I skipped a lot of the in-between paints, in between the student grade stuff. And they have some paints that are marketed as like level 2 artist grade, I think. And then others that are professional. I just went crazy and skipped right over the artist grade or level 2. And this is like I said, it's the first time I've done that. I just have never felt ready for it, I guess. I've been painting with acrylics. Actually, just started painting with anything back in 2019. So I feel like I waited quite a while before I jumped into expensive stuff. I might need a slightly bigger brush. This is taking forever. I'm just going to guess. Is that Ellen? Are you here with me, Ellen? Ellen and Jenny, maybe? All right, let's go for some blue here. I switched brushes. Hello, Ellen. How are you this evening? Oh, my dog scratching at the door. Hello there. Man, this blue is so rich. I see another Facebook user says hello. I wish it would just tell me. There's something you got to do to just agree to let StreamYard see your name. Obviously, you can comment without granting that permission, but I just don't know. I think I say this every time, sorry. I just don't know who is commenting until afterwards. That's pretty. So pretty. So those huge canvases I got, I am so excited and scared. I think they're going to be fun though. Hopefully. That's another reason I want to do this chart. I want to get into skin tones. So I just want to know what I can do with what I have. I want to paint. I bought 2 of those big canvases. 2 of them. It was a buy one, get one free sale. So, you know, I had to. Otherwise, it didn't make sense, right? I'm counting on you guys to help justify my spending. I need your help. So I have a couple portraits in mind that I want to do on those great big canvases. However, I have never painted people before. I've done plenty of graphite drawings, graphite portraits. Never painted people. That actually used to be my favorite thing to do back in middle school and high school was I did a lot of portraits, all in graphite. There's just something about the human form that just, what do I want to say? I just find it interesting, I guess. Yeah, I definitely won't stay on to do this whole thing. I think it's going to be quite lengthy. I never wanted to do one of these mixing charts before. I just thought, how boring. Right? How boring is this? But I feel like I kind of have a reason to now. I just need to know everything I can do. I don't know why I made those extra boxes. I'm almost trying to scrape out every little bit that I can out of my brush and save it. I'm sure I'll get over that, but these paints are retaining the brush stroke so well. If you like to have that in your paintings where you can, you know, just see the brush strokes in there, have that texture. Okay, this is where I think I do need to switch back to my smaller brush. I need to move those. Whoa. Okay, hopefully I'm doing this right. So, like I said, I've never done one of these before. It off much easier. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't, because you can do color charts that, you know, do not have the black and white. And they're just color mixing. This is color mixing also, but it's, I believe it's a tint tone shade chart as well. So the other type would just be mixing, just mixing the colors together, and the squares would not be Hi, Georgianne. How are you doing? Good to, I would say see you guys, but I'm glad you guys are here. Can't really see you, but you know what I mean. Um, so yeah, in a more simplified color mixing chart, these blocks would not be, they wouldn't be split. So what this is doing is giving me my little roadmap for, let's see, what I've done here is I have taken yellow, obviously. So like 2 parts of the yellow and 1 part of white and mix that. And now I'm going to take this that I just mixed and add a little more white to it. So I am tinting that. Now see, I can't remember the vocabulary for it. That stuff is just not sticking with me yet. So that is the tint. So I just added more white. I could probably go a little lighter even. Okay, so this is the tint. I think that first mix that I did is the tone. Maybe. I'll get back to you guys on that. All right. There we go again, trying to squeeze every last bit of paint out of this brush for no reason. What am I gonna, I'm not using it again. Am I? No. I don't think so. Okay, so now I will move on to the magenta. 2 parts magenta. Oh, there's some yellow in that. And 1 part white, roughly. So I'm going to do the diagonal first. That's what I'm going to go ahead and fill in. And maybe I'll just stop at that tonight because I feel like this is going to take forever. I got new paints, Georgianne. I feel like everybody here will understand my excitement. New art supplies, you know, maybe not just paint, but just a new art supply. No matter the medium, it's always fun, isn't it? I think I have a an addiction to hoarding art supplies. Fun to collect. They're fun to collect. I have some things that I've barely even used. I think that's where my lack of patience shows. Like I have a set of watercolor pencils. I've barely used them, and I bought them a couple years ago. Yeah. couple years. But I wanted to try them. But I guess my idea of trying them was, you know, put some down on paper, and if it doesn't do exactly what I think it should, then I put it away. I don't know. I just haven't given it enough of a chance. And I did that at first with, well, I didn't do that, but with acrylic painting. So when I decided to start a paint party company, I took a class at Lane because I had never painted with acrylics. Well, maybe a little bit back in high school, but you know how long ago that was? It was a long time ago. Like Georgianne said before, just a couple years ago, or a couple decades, whatever. Who's counting? So yeah, I took an acrylic painting class at the community college. Boy, I cannot talk. And partway through that class, I was thinking, I don't know if I like this, but I think I can teach it to other people. I think I can, I'll like it enough to help other people enjoy it. Because, I don't have to really enjoy it myself. I just need to understand it so that I can teach other people, if that makes sense. That kind of sounds dumb, but hopefully it makes sense. I don't know. But I continued, and it's actually a medium that I really enjoy. So, long story not short, I should probably play around with the watercolor pencils a little more. Oh my gosh, this blue is so pretty. Holy moly. It's just so saturated, so vibrant. All right, mix a little more white with that. I don't know what's happening. Sorry, my watch is connected to my phone, and there's something coming through, and I'm not totally sure what it is. And I'm only noticing it because my watch buzzes at me. That's a nice color. Oops. So what's been going on tonight with everybody? Do you guys ever panic a little bit when you spend a little more money than you should have? Or get money guilt? Like, oh, I just bought myself a new pair of shoes. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that money. You know what I mean? I almost had that with my art supplies. Now that I'm using them, no. No regrets. These are fabulous. So I'm going to do a little bit more, maybe finish off these two. Then I'm not totally sure how much further I'll go on here. It's getting close to bedtime for the kids, and I should probably go in and help. Maybe. I need some more. There we go. Put some dots of white around here. Check this out. See those little peaks? It's like meringue. Now, if I had done this with the cheaper paints, it would, and I think they're kind of supposed to do this. They're called self-leveling. If I had done that with the other paints, it would not maintain those little peaks like that. It would just like kind of flatten out, sort of melt a little bit. And you know, that's not a bad thing that it does that. It's just very different than what I'm used to working with. I forgot my dog is outside waiting for me to let her in. She just scratched again and reminded me. That's my epilepsy pup, I think. Might be my big dog. I'm going to let her in real quick. Oh, it's both of you. Hi. Woo! Excuse me. Hi, Kim and Bonnie. My device that is streaming to Instagram is up where I really can't see it very easily. I wish I could do it all on this one that I use. It's putting me on Facebook, and YouTube, goes to my YouTube channel as well. But Instagram does not support the type of streaming that this service uses. So can't really do it. Can't go to TikTok with it either, which I wish it would. I can't even figure out how to go live on TikTok anyway. I mean, just through the app. I figured out how to play with those stupid filters, which suck me in. I play with those more often than I actually post. So if you went through my posts on there, you wouldn't know how often I'm actually using those damn filters. Like, oh, who are my celebrity parents? Well, I don't post that stuff. I just use the filter to see what kind of goofy stuff it gives me. And then I just delete it. It's just fun. Oh, I did one the other day that takes your eyes, no matter what color your eyes are, turns them blue. I don't know. Not for me. Which would be totally different if I was born with blue eyes. You know, but to see yourself with very hi lady. Hello. Here's my dog. Why? Ugh. Oh, you almost got my mouth. Stop it. Oh boy. That's my 4-year-old hound dog. My hound dog puppy is over getting into something. I can hear her. That little dog. That one's the epilepsy pup. You little Paisley. She just eats things that she shouldn't, and we've been lucky so far that she hasn't gotten into a bunch of trouble with it. I have to leave him in the kennel when I go anywhere. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'm like, I don't know, 950 followers short to go live on TikTok. That's okay. Now it makes sense though. I thought I was just losing it. Like, I know I'm not tech savvy. By this point, I think you guys know that too. I mean, watching my shenanigans on here, you know it. But I just couldn't figure it out. Like, okay, I know I'm not this bad, but I can't figure out where a live button is. Well, it's because I don't have one. I'm glad that's not the case with all the social media stuff, because I wouldn't even be here right now. So I don't think, yeah, even collect that many followers on any of my social media put together. Okay. Maybe just a few more. All right, if I remember correctly how to do this, it would be, okay, so 2 parts that. 1 part that. So that's not a whole lot different. Did I do that right? I seriously cannot wait to see what the magenta and the blue look like together. What kind of purple that's going to make. That's going to be so pretty. It's so quiet. So quiet. I really got to figure out how to get music out here as well. Normally, oh, I think I talked about this last time. Normally I would just use my phone, but I'm using my phone for this. And I don't know how that would work. The dogs are into the dog food. I'll be right back. Easily. Why won't that work? I can't figure out how to wave to people on Instagram. I see people there. Hi. Thanks for joining. My nose itches. You guys see that okay? How that's turning out? I'm getting that's the solid color by itself. This doesn't look a whole lot different there, but this is 2 parts magenta with 1 part yellow in this section. And then that same mixture with a little bit of white added to it. Okay, I'm going to do 1 more on here because, like I said, I'm really excited to see. Oh, that's not going to mix that. Ah, sorry. For some reason, my brain was so stuck on, I could still do it. I really want to mix this blue and magenta together. But I feel like I need to go all the way down the line first. Should we just do it? Maybe we should just do it. Let's break the rules. Go out of order. What's the matter? Paisley? What are you whining? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Listen to your mouth. What's that? No? Oh. She's acting weird. She was acting like she had something stuck in the roof of her mouth. She's in the food again. That little stinker. Always something, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this real quick because, like I said, I'm just gonna break the rules. I'm just gonna do it. Part of the problem here is I haven't figured out exactly how to measure out, even just eyeballing, you know, one part, two part. I don't have that figured out yet. That's still blue. It's okay. I think this is going to be much prettier when I get to the part where I do 2 parts magenta. 1 part blue. What is the matter? Whoa. Okay. Lady. I'm just getting messy with this. Okay, that's really pretty. I'm going to do my little bit of white and then I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. My dog is acting funny. I got to figure out what's going on with her. And she's over there in the food again. Uh-oh. I smeared something. So yeah, gotta figure out the dog and go help put the kids in bed. This time change mess with anybody else? Lady, quit. I know it's messed with us here. Possibly myself more than the kids even. All right, one more. Sort of quick triangle. Ooh, that's almost like a little bit of a mauve color. Mauve? I think it's mauve. I don't know. I always said mauve. Okay. Not complete, but when I get this finished, maybe if you guys want to see it, I can share it. Just share a picture of it. But I feel a little more content now. I got to play with some of my new stuff. So at least there's that. Rinse my brush. And thank you guys for getting on here. I appreciate having somebody to talk to. Yeah. I can't wait to paint something cool with these. Look at that. That blue. So pretty. I don't think it's doing it justice on the camera. But all right, you guys. Thanks again. I appreciate you being here. And I will try to be back on Thursday. For some reason, I feel like Thursday wasn't going to work. I do have a paint party to get ready for, so we will see. I got to go take care of this pup. I don't know what's up with her. All right. Good night, you guys.